Yo, what's going on, man? Hope y'all had a good week. What an episode we just watched, y'all. You know what's cracking with it, man. Get this beat together and we rolling. Yeah. What we know so far, man. Y'all know how we come in this bitch. Hard. Episode 201. Meech is by himself, no T. Meech is a buyer and needs K9 to plug him. T is trying to do the right thing. Lawanda and T Jr. return. Lucille and Charles have issues. The family business is slow to make money. Coach Brian switched out the gun for B. Mick. So he ain't got the bodies on it. Has a new partner, Jen, and is pressing B. Mickey for information. T is head over heels for Markeisha. Meech wants to merge the 50 and 12th Street Boys into BMF. K9 kills Big L and gives Meech her lips and 20 kilos. B. Mickey is walking that tightrope. Mad he had to kill Kato and wants to stay out of jail for the two bodies. T finds out Lucille pushed Lawanda to leave him to force T out of the game. Lamar's in live, episode 202. Meech is getting groomed by K9. BMF is setting up in Cleveland. T is struggling with Charles with how to run a family business. Who runs it? Lucille opens up a credit card and Charles is pissed. They have an honest conversation. T gets the business, more clients, and stirs up trouble with another car service. Touch class. I'm watching my snowfall, y'all. Charles hires another driver, a white woman named Denise. Meech sets up with Cuzzo James in Cleveland and gives a player deal to Rail, who crosses Meech. Meech pays Rail back by helping his moms and groceries and upping the strap on them in a house. Yeah. B. Mickey gets help from Bryant with moving his mother to a better hospital, and B gives up a stash spot. He's officially a stitch now, though, y'all. Lamar gets out of the hospital. He didn't kill a cop because they would have had to force after his ass. But we think we killed a cop and escapes the hospital with his cousin Alvin. Episode 203. Meech has a baby with Mo. We didn't know. Meech's cousin James said they got jacked, but he took the money. The D is headed for a drought. T and Nikki get into a car accident. Touch of class damaged the tires. B. Mick gave up on a rival crew, not BMF, to Bryant. K9 wants Meech to bring Travis alive. Lucille brings Pastor Swift into their bedroom. Charles doesn't like it. Meech is starting to see the effects of crack on his people, which is an addiction. Markeisha keeps giving T game. D fights back, touch a class with T. Sugar in the tanks of their cars and ruin Teek's brake line. Brian showed B. Mick the ultrasound picture of Kato at a makeshift mobile morgue. He wants B. Mick to tell Meech he has a new plug. Jen deals with trauma from her past and saves a vet. B. Mick and Meech find Travis with peaches. He busts and then they bust back, killing him. Lamar woke up out of a body bag, shut up at Zoe's school, left them cream-filled Cadbury eggs on Mo's door. B. Mick doesn't commit to setting up Meech. Lamar rolled up the crew and shot Meech. Episode 204, Meech caught 3 bullets. T came and took Meech from the hospital for safety reasons. Right as Lamar showed up at the hospital and killed Meech, Jen has Lamar and Meech at the station. The first one that yaps about who shot them gets to walk. BMF needs work and B. Mickey ain't filled. T coming and making decisions for BMF was his number 2 in control. T gets Markeisha to hook him up with Boom. Boom gives them 5 kilos. Lucille was right, checking them hypocrites at church over Meech getting shot and they didn't want to pray for him. Some of the 12th Street Boys step off from BMF and Lamar killed them boys. Both of them for turning on them. T gets Denise to move 3 kilos for him to Lansing. She gets caught up with Brian and Jen. T has to lead the D for his fuck up and Meech for his safety. T and Markeisha get it in before he leaves. They head to Atlanta. I need to take a fucking wine break. Grenache grape. What is it? Garnacha grape. Garnacha. Whatever. I got you, motherfucker. All right. Had to wet my whistle. Episode 205, Meech and T catch up with cousin James. Meech whooped his ass and takes his car. Meech and T have a conversation about their mothers of their children and who they need to worry about the most. T worries about Mo treating her nose when she's Denise's lifeline. The boys went to Earl with $15,000 for work down in Atlanta. He said, not in a drought. He advised them to find some man named Pint. They met up with their boy Ty Washington. Goldie amps the boys up to shoot dice at her strip club and lose half their bread. Lucille wants to go on a church retreat. Charles ain't having it with turmoil with the boys. Tells Denise she's facing life. That's what Brian tells Denise she's facing life. Denise gets pressed by the boys with the life sentence. Mo comes in and gives the offer of doing a little jail time and they will pay for her son's college tuition. Lamar's out here chin-checking cats for their money and jewels. The boys asked about Pint and then asked for a front of 15 kilos. Not in a drought, is what Ty Washington said. The boys roll up on Goldie, and she arranges to help them get their money back at another dice game. Boys make their money back plus some. Lucille accuses Sister Riley sleeping with her husband, and Charles sleeps with Mabel. Brian is trying to understand his son and his ways. He's just trying to be a good dad, but his son doesn't want to fight back. Gets B. Mick to handle the boys fucking with Kevin. Ty agrees to sell them work and then finds out Pine is Ty's guy. He charges a kilo to whip it and shows T how to whip it. T says he's back in 100%. Nicole called T about the man that killed Darius at the house. Lucille prayed with Lamar, and he left the house after. Episode 206, the boys are back at home looking for Lamar. Lamar rolls up to the record shop and kills Saki. R.I.P. Saki. Brian shows up to the scene talking shit to Meech. Meech wants to bring in PA niggas so I saw all night. T tells his parents he's done with high school. Charles wants to take Lucille out on the town. B. Mick has a heart-to-heart with Meech about them not calling and T being back in BMF. Lamar takes a dog, Blackie. Meech shows up to Soul Night and helps PA in the fight. A bond is formed. Markeisha calls T after Boom kicks her and the kids out the house in the rain. Jen and Brian stake out T and have a moment. Brian takes 2 kilos of evidence to have B. Mick serve Meech. Charles hits Mabel again. K9 owes Colombian's plug $20 million. Meech wants to meet the plug. Lawanda is on some shit with T, stealing his items. PA Cash tried to kill Lamar and he killed 2 of them. B. Mick told Meech he was wearing a wire and Meech took the 2 kilos. Episode 207. Meech doesn't want to wait for K9 to find a new plug or overpay once the supply arrives. Detective Brian kidnapped B. Mick for his kilos, had him in the trunk. T lets Meech know he never liked B. Mick. Mo wants Meech to work with her to kill Lamar. T is not with meeting the Colombians with Raisin. 10% is Raisin's price for hooking them up with the Colombians. T cashed out the car ride business. Charles and Mabel went to the strip club. Meech was there and saw his daddy. Brian took Smitty to fake kilos because the real kilos got stolen. Got the pics of T and Marquise to try and flip Lawanda. Meech put the press on the Colombians. They want K9 dead. He wants to take on his debt for his life. Lamar is soaking up Mo's shit. Blackie is losing his life. Lamar took him to church to be saved. Swift couldn't save him. Nigga, get out. Swift pulled the strap out the robe. Boys get 300 kilos instead of 100 kilos from the Colombians. Charles came to Meech and Meech told him the truth. K9 says he knew what Raisin was on already and he would have took the connect as well. B. Mick found out Mons passed away 2 days ago when he got out of the trunk. He's going to kill Brian. There we go, y'all. Episode 208. Push it to the limit. Synopsis. The Flannery brothers buy a car wash to pack cars after being flushed with product from a new plug. Meech turns dealers into king makers. And Terry hires new drivers, y'all. Yeah, man. What I'd say, this motherfucker. It was a nice episode. Let me get another sip of this shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm leaning. I got all types of shit, whatever. I'm bugging. Favorite moments. Favorite quotables of the show. One man's problem is another man's opportunity. Meech to Sterling. You strapped and I'm strapped. Get the fuck on. Meech to Bleak Security. I got something to make you feel better. What, some pussy? Nigga, hell no. That nigga was smiling like a motherfucker. No, nigga, you ain't getting this wop. The more dangerous, the wetter I get. Mabel to Charles. She said that. I said, Man, there's some women that do it for me on this show. I just want to let y'all know that right now. This is your moment to show how serious you are to being BMF. Don't make us sorry we ever trusted you. Hoop to Curly. They got this little nigga up under the car stuffing shit up in there. That shit ain't secure, cuz. I don't know about that one. The softest pussy whip nigga I know in my fucking life. The softest pussy whip nigga I know in my fucking life. Damn, Meech. That's bro. The softest pussy whip nigga I know in my life. We borrow shit from each other all the time. It's probably time I can give you back to her too. Mabel to Charles. Facts. Get your hands off my damn son and go back to the bed you just left. Lucille to Charles. Now, I'm on my other pods I do an unbelievable moment of the show. This Lamar shit is unbelievable because he know everything. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm having got this mother. 17 you know about 208, y'all. Meech wants to use a car wash to clean money, so he bought the motherfucker. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover, like bottom motherfucker in. You know what I mean? The moves they made, I love when they don't matter how many times you see the shit, how certain cats move in the game, whatever game they in, right? When they broke that shit down, I love that shit again. Dope from the stash spot gets delivered to the car wash. Dope gets put in the paneling of the vehicles. Dope gets dropped off, and cash is put in place. Depending where the dope was, cash is hand counted at the stash spot. Fuck the machines. It's all good. Man, I love that shit. Man, I love it. I love that. I love it. It's always good cinematography as well when they show that. I love that. Now, K9 got knocked by the feds, and it's a nationwide push now because that's what BMF got to be on. Meech went to Cleveland and set up shop again now with his punk-ass cousin James. And he told the nigga, like, I'm here so they all can shine, so we all can shine. And Bleak said, no, the cat he went to go see. He said, all right. So Bleak Mans rolled up on where Meech and them was serving with Sterling and intervened. And Meech is with this guy like, man, now we got to go help this fool. Flacco, let one go in the air. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, he told the cat, yo, man, Sterling was like, yo, man, kill this motherfucker. Meech was like, no, man, bodies are bad for business, cuz. No doubt. We don't need to be killing motherfuckers if we can get money. Why the fuck I'm gonna kill you? Let's get money, nigga. You want to get some money? Get some fucking money with me, man. Like, we ain't playing. Came at Bleak goons. And he told Bleak, when he came by himself and shit, like, man, all my work is gone and shit, man. Like, fuck, my money fucked up. He said, your actions created that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, with his people leaving and shit, no doubt, man. Like, Meech ain't having that shit. Like, he ain't having that shit with them niggas. Got it all together, looking at them counting money. Meech is counting them 20s, looking at them like, nigga, I told you to get down with me, cuz. So, and Meech ain't having that shit with Markeisha neither. He ain't fucking with her. You know what I mean? He like, yo, like telling T, like, yo, man, nah, be like, you so pussy whipped over this girl when she called and shit, like, that ain't no law. He tried to say, nigga, you got 2 baby mamas. He said, what he told T though, like, T, you was some bullshit though. So, Meech took gifts to Lucille and Nikki and told Nikki he rent out the skating ring for everybody. Anybody can come. So she happy as hell, bought Mom's a good dress and shit, and told Mom, shit, Pops is on, man. You got to do you too. You got to let your hair down. I'm glad he did that. Now, Markeisha, we going to talk about Markeisha, but you know what I'm saying? T cut his tail. So Meech got at T like, yo, man, like, you can't cut the tail, G. Like, and I knew it was like some hood bonding brother shit. Like, this what we on. Like, you know what I mean? And when they came to the skating rink, Meech was like, yo, man, where Mom, where Pops at type shit. And Mom's like he's always working. And Meech, you know what I'm saying, in the narration, they're like, he always working. Like, that was his excuse and shit. Meech is a G with the LaWanda shit. Told her, like, yo, man, I got you. I got my nephew. You know my brother be on some bullshit. He can't focus. He's stupid. He's silly. I got y'all, though. Don't even worry about shit. So that was dope because, you know what I'm saying, he just took the heat off of T for a little bit because he know, like everybody knows, shit, they going to go after the women regardless, yo. Mo was sitting up against the wall like, Zoe would have loved this shit. And they're like, she ain't having that shit that Zoe gone, but he trying to get Zoe gone to protect her from Lamar because he can't trust Lamar. But, you know what I'm saying, he's just like, stick to the motherfucking plan. You know what I'm saying? Because he know the deal. He know the deal. He know what she capable of. And then it was like, T was like, you please don't tell me you knew that Daddy was fucking off on Mom. And he like, chill out, T. You can't be casting aspersion on Pops and shit because you fucking somebody mama and wife, nigga. Like, you tripping, cuz. You can't be out here like holier than thou and shit, though, but that's what hypocrites do, right? Yep, sir. So Auntie Rose got jacked by Lamar. The unbelievable moment of the show is Lamar be knowing every fucking thing. How in the fuck does Lamar know everything and be everywhere? Like, how? That shit ain't real. Like, they would have been unpopped him because he's watching them too close. You know, Meech smart as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because he knew the gun was at Brian's crib. It just B. Mickey couldn't seal the deal. Yo. Let's talk about my man T, man. You know what I mean? When I say 7 things to know about episode 208, you know I break down these characters and shit and how they shit and world. I don't go in sequential order. That's why y'all fuck with me. I'm breaking down these characters, you know what I'm saying, to get a deeper understanding of what the fuck is going on in their role in the show. Hit me. T. He questioned Meech about Denise and B. Mickey. Like, man, you fucked around with our driver and we got B. Mickey tripping, man. I don't know if I should really be trusting your judgment with what the fuck is going on, Meech. You know what I'm saying? He threw the little orange at Meech. Meech said he throw like a bitch. Man, Meech be giving it to T, fam. Like, damn, Meech, cut T some slack. He be giving it to T. Went over to Markeisha at the club, tell her they got to connect and Boom needs to fuck with them or get rolled over. I love it. Gave her a motherfucking like Louis Vuitton or black MCM shit. I don't know what it was. Like this for Boom, nigga. Make sure he get this. Probably gave him a brick. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is the shit we fucking with, G. We owe you 5, but here go 1 back type shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. Keisha ate that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, okay, boss, talking about, he's probably back there with his guys, some bitches, and all this shit. But you sitting out there, this stupid ass motherfucker. But remember the times we living in, yo. But she loves that shit, man. You know what I mean? So T got Saki's aunt, Rose, and uncle, who was the vet that Jen helped out of the house as drivers now, right, for the product. And the recipe, once again, here we go with the shit. The recipe in this episode, like he told the drivers, no keys from hotels, no pens, no matchbooks, none of that shit from any hotels in case you get pulled over for a paper trail. Don't wear any jewelry or pull out a wad of cash when getting gas, and keep the seat straight up. No piss bottles in the car, because if you can't pull over to piss, what do you transport, man? It's just jeans. I just love that, just exposing the game. Everybody know this shit, but the motherfuckers that don't know, just certain pieces that you might not know, just putting that shit out there, it'd be love, man. When they did, they showed the interaction and shit, where they had the motherfucker calling on Aunt Rose and shit, and she was flying the motherfucker, and she had plenty jewelry on, cuz. Plenty jewelry on. That shit was dope, man. So then, how they transported the bricks, right? Ghost pepper, garlic, lemon, cayenne, vinegar to throw the dogs off. Shit, I use lemon, cayenne, and apple cider vinegar with ginger and honey in my tea every motherfucking day. So yeah, it's all good. Curly, young Curly getting the lesson, baby, on how this shit go. So T met Markeisha out for dinner, and she told me, I'm gonna wear something sexy for you, right? She came in a motherfucking red trench coat, man. And when she took that motherfucker off in the bathroom, man, them ain't no motherfucking camera tricks. Man. Oh, for real. Man. Oh, man. Took T in the bathroom, and her body is fucking amazing. That shit, I know what that looks like. Shout out to all the thick women, baby. Oof, I can smell it, baby, for real. Then the next day, when he would go and bought Markeisha mad fly leather shit, like, fucking, I just get all of them, nigga. Talk to my man, like, oh, no layaway no more. Like, no, man, we straight cash, man. I appreciate you fucking with us, dog. I'm gonna take care of you. I love that, you know what I mean? But then Markeisha later on, like, yo, you ready for round 3 type shit? Like, oh, okay. Markeisha talking about cut the tail. You a boss now. You can't be having childish ass haircuts. But what did that tail symbolize with Meech, though? Meech was salty at him for cutting that shit. You know what I mean? The problem is, T, you can't let a chick gas you too much, cuz, unless you want to be gas, G. And he want to be gas. He love that shit from Markeisha. Like, but little Wanda seeing Markeisha with T up at the skating rank, she just grabbed that motherfucking skate for the fuck T up with that skate. Once he brought Markeisha and her kids to the rink, man, I love that though, man. But T, he a rider. He just, man, T too smooth, play. You know what I'm saying? He's smooth, but he reckless, but he's smooth. Like, both of them smooth and reckless, but, man, it's just crazy, man. Lucille and Charles, man. Yo, Mabel fine ass, bold as fuck coming up in the crib, grabbing all on the nigga. Like, she told the nigga, the more dangerous it is, the wetter I get. Said, you want to touch it, nigga? Okay, all right. Coming to the crib to borrow a pan. Fuck that. She's psycho. Like, Lucille was in the shower, just dressed and shit. You doing all types of shit. Like, you can't come in my house getting my dick hard and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, man. And Charles was tripping right in the kitchen with her ass, talking about getting a hotel and shit. No surprises no more. Shit, man, come on, Charles. Lucille came down not even knowing, G. But, you know, Then we get to the hotel. Charles Aston can't perform. They had the shaking bed, found a vibrating bed. Charles Aston can't perform. She talking about, you not here with me mentally. Duh, motherfucker, think about his wife because he fucking off. Shit, he ain't supposed to be doing this shit with like no conscience. Shit, maybe you want a motherfucker like that in your life. So she like, we need to call it quits. Shit, Lucille looked good in that black jumper though that Meech bought her. Because Meech gave her the fire outfits, gave Nikki plenty shit. You know what I mean? Gave Nikki the denim jacket and shit. But Charles did the right thing and showed up, though. He tried. He left. But Lucille found that receipt from the Easy Rest Hotel, nigga. And she gave his ass the fucking business, nigga. Cussing at him and everything. So, hey, I can't get mad at Lucille for that. T tried to intervene and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, Charles, a fucking receipt, G. You trying to have memories, nigga? Remember the pussy, nigga. Like, for real. Remember that, motherfucker. You don't need them receipts, nigga. Like, this ain't one of them operations. You ain't got a bachelor pad like I got where you can have memories around this bitch if that's what you choose to do. Nigga, you stay with your wife, clown. Like, it's just silly shit, though. But it's TV, man. Me still with Pops, though. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Terry and Nikki left with moms. He didn't need to leave his daddy out there looking bad because everybody's watching. He's still with his Pops, so I appreciate that. That was a good look. Coach Brian and Jen, right? Well, Detective Brian and Detective Jen. He ain't Coach Brian no more. With K9 locked up now, the heat is coming in to the D, right? The DEA and the new jurisdictional bullshit, in the words of Detective Jen, will fuck what they're trying to do, right? So enter Special Agent Chambers, who is Leslie Jones. She's not going to lose her case fucking with the local PD. She has a point. Like, I get it. We all know. The more resources you got, the higher the levels you go. And remember, the beginning of the series, T was in St. Louis and they was having dinner, and her and Brian came and got dog and a crew. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see how the story unfolds, though. But Brian is not giving up all his files to the DEA. He said, I ain't doing that shit. And Hoop's file came up. Like, he's the interesting piece. So Jen is curious about him as well, talking about let's try to find out some shit about him. And Jen said, that kiss was a one-time deal. Like, yeah, okay, Jen. So they follow Hoop to a dope-ass house. Hoop got out. Somebody came right out the garage. So they thinking he got in the truck and shit. They see the military sticker, or so they thought. Like, that's not Hoop. They put him over. Like, BMF brothers got this shit on lock. So they put him over. It was the vet that Jen saved from the house, from the whorehouse. So, and he had his shit together and did everything he needed to do to get up out that situation. Markeisha came up in the police department talking about, they like, you got a visitor, talking to Brian and shit. She's like, A1 since day one, A1 since day one, A1 since day one. Like, motherfuckers just fit that shit. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Told them to stay away from her and her family. Fuck them bogus ass pictures. Hey, I ain't fucking with y'all. Like, you know what I mean? So they followed. So they had the Special Agent Chambers like, fuck this shit, right? So then that wasn't strike one, though. With the car coming out with the vet, that was strike one. Strike two was Markeisha coming in like, fuck this shit. She's like, I'm not striking out I'm not striking out 3 times. Remember you said you helped me with something when they was taking the pictures of T and Markeisha? He's like, yeah, should they end up at the crib, man? Listen. I ain't having no strike 3. Yo. Jen needed some dick, so they didn't even get their clothes off and shit. Like, that shit motherfucker wrapped up in clothes on the wall, like like that. But once again, I love stars when they bring real issues in. They always got support. So whether it's abuse, physical, mental, verbal abuse for battered people, or mental health issues, they always throw that shit in the beginning and the end of the episode. So I love stars for that, for staying 10 toes down and making sure resources, because they don't want to trigger anyone. You understand me? So that's dope. Jen has mental health issues, so she burns herself. We saw that before. And she shared those with Brian, which is good for their relationship. He's like, I'll see you tomorrow, though. You know what I'm saying? So then Brian get home and rescue Cav from B. Mick, like, you know what I'm saying, because he's going to be on the warpath now. You know what I mean? B. Mickey. He was headed to Brian's crib and told Meech came up, called him because Meech had somebody like, yo, y'all see B. Mick, let me know. And he told Meech what Brian did to him and shit, and his mom's is dead. So Meech didn't want him to kill Brian. He's like, we can't kill Jake right now. But he let Meech like, what the fuck does he have on you? Like, why you want to kill this motherfucker right now? And he said, yo, I got caught with J-Mo. When I killed J-Mo, I got caught with that gun. He's like, fuck, man. So he was like, man, the gun, you ain't no CI on record. You don't be down at the police station, nigga. Go, that gun ain't down there, fam. They got a different gun and evidence, so go ahead and get this shit. Smart ass Meech, nigga. You know what I mean? But B. Mickey went up in there, but Kevin up in there doing homework with headphones on. So he locked Kevin in the room. He found the safe, but couldn't get it because Brian came home. So B. Mick bugged the fuck out. Later on afterwards, he got up at the crib, but he bugged out with Meech. And Meech was saying, understanding he felt alone and scared, like, dog, I got you, fam. I got you, fam. Can y'all believe K9 got caught with 50 kilos out in LA? But remember now, Meech was his buyer, right? Meech was his buyer. Meech ain't his buyer no more. He had to go get it himself. Got caught with 50 kilos, nigga. And they brought that shit up earlier, too. Like, yo, the DEA was following dog. They know us, too. Yeah, motherfucker, they know you. Shit. Man, woo. It's going down, baby. All right. What I predicted. As always, appreciate the domestic violence hotline number, all that shit. Always appreciate the mental health line number. Meech talking about they came from sharing each other's clothes, so the block brought them here. Yeah, they had that all white on looking fly. Got the nice ass house. T talks about being focused. You see B. Mick with the hoodie on. He was going to kill Brian, but he went up in the house to try to find that gun. Meech gets them a car wash to hide in plain sight to clean the dough and move the dope. Yep. Got a great ass plan. Meech doesn't trust Markeisha, and he shouldn't be trusting Mo right now. LaWanda fronts Meech about Markeisha and T. Yep. Meech asked B if Brian ever arrested him as CI, because he ain't arrested CI, so we doing this shit off the record. Next episode, predictions, what I think, episode 209. T says, B. Mickey has to go. Meech tells him, BMF don't kill no family members, G. We ain't doing that shit. They went back to Atlanta and wanted to set up shop. Somebody was like, we're going to see about this shit, though, with that decor. Man. Lucille told Nikki all her life, man, that betrayed her. Nikki tells her, why stay married then if you unhappy shit? So Lucille grabbed Charles' guitar, and break that motherfucker and tells him the love she had for him was gone, man. Charles fucked up, fam. Fucking receipt. T thinks Brian is going to take B. Mickey. T thinks Brian is going to take B. Mickey and offer him a deal and keep trying to tell Meech, and then we see B. Mick pull out on T, man. For real. One time, hey. Yo, Confidence in the Klutch Productions, all. Every music you hear is original. That's me, baby. Well, that's dope. Man, G, yo, you have to enjoy the series, man. I enjoy the series, man. Great TV. 2 episodes left in the series. You know what I mean? It's going to set up for a classic season finale, man. Let me know in the comments, in the episode notes, wherever you listen to your podcast. Let me know in the reviews. Y'all want to get back and forth with me, hit me on the social media, at K and the K, Instagram, at K and the K, Twitter. Let me know in the comments on the YouTube video, man, what y'all thinking, man. I got the Galaxy S23 Ultra cameras new. Just trying to work and twerk. This is like the second, third. I think this is the 3rd video I shot on it, so we'll see what's going on, man. I'm getting it together, though, man. Like always, Confidence together, Klutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms, confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com, wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Klutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Kane and K. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Weekly. Donald Nelson, DZ, Deezus, DZD, Deezos, Don P, Don D. Host the BMF Reverberation podcast, a Confidence in the Klutch podcast about the hit TV series BMF. Have a safe and healthy night. If you listen during the daytime, credit great day on purpose, y'all. We are up out this joint, man. Be safe out there in these streets and stay dangerous, man. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the Klutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the Klutch.
Confidence in the Klutch.